As Netflix's American Manhunt, O.J. Simpson showed, all of America was enamored by O.J. Simpson's murder trial, and millions of people watched the reading of his verdict live. O.J. Simpson was acquitted of murdering Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman on October 3, 1995. Simpson's trial lasted 11 months, and since it was televised, it captured a huge chunk of the population of the United States' interest in that time. By the time the jury had deliberated and Simpson's verdict was to be read, approximately half the country was ready to watch. In the 3 decades since the televised broadcast of The People of the State of California vs. Orenthal James Simpson, it has continued to remain a major facet of American culture. Some of Netflix's best true crime documentaries focus on Simpson's trial and the murders of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. Simpson's trial changed the entire television and media landscape forever, and it's mostly because of the millions of viewers his verdict drew in. 150 million people reportedly watched the O.J. Simpson verdict live on TV. Everyone from students and stockbrokers to Supreme Court justices and Bill Clinton tuned into the reading of Simpson's verdict. O.J. Simpson after hearing the not guilty verdict in American Manhunt, O.J. Simpson. It's impossible to give an exact figure of how many people watched O.J. Simpson's trial live for a variety of reasons. In 1995, the main measure of viewership for broadcast stations came from Nielsen ratings, which provided a sample size rather than an exact number. Many people also watched the verdict in large groups, either with friends and family or while at work or school. Therefore, the best estimates suggest 150 million people watched O.J. Simpson's verdict being read on live television, via Los Angeles Times. There are, however, some sources that suggest the number could have been significantly lower, as Business Insider's estimate ranged from 95 million to 150 million. Regardless of the actual number, a huge chunk of the American population tuned in. There are also some surprising statistics to visualize just how much of the country was watching. Per Business Insider, trading on the New York Stock Exchange dropped 41% during the verdict reading, and America lost an estimated $480 million in lost productivity as people stopped working to watch. Even the Supreme Court passed a note alerting them of the verdict while hearing a different case. Why so many people were interested in the O.J. Simpson trial? Simpson's celebrity status, the media's non-stop coverage, the high-profile car chase, and the brutality of the crime all made the trial a nationwide sensation. O.J. Simpson's trial is often cited as the media event of the century, and with an estimated 150 million live viewers, it's clear to see why. What isn't as clear is how Simpson's trial became such a high-profile touchstone moment in American culture, and there were a litany of reasons for it. O.J. Simpson's own celebrity as a former running back for the Buffalo Bills and recent movie and TV star added intrigue and fame to the court case. His infamous run from the police in the white Ford Bronco also captured the nation's attention right at the onset, and made nationwide headlines. Additionally, the very nature of the crimes he was charged with and the brutality of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman's murders added a sense of morbid curiosity to the entire ordeal. Perhaps the biggest reason Simpson's trial became a media sensation is because the media turned it into one. With non-stop live coverage of every single day of the court proceedings and all the lurid and gory details, Simpson's trial was on every major news outlet in the country. Bill Whitaker of CBS News provided a good summary, via Los Angeles Times. It's hard to accurately convey just how momentous O.J. Simpson's trial was, and how much of an effect it had on American media. Simpson's trial was at least partially responsible for everything from the rise in popularity of the true crime genre, which has spawned countless shows, movies, podcasts, books, and more, to the popularity of other celebrity court cases like the Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard civil trial of 2022. Quite simply, O.J. Simpson's trial revolutionized both live and scripted television. If it hadn't been as sensational as it was, American Manhunt, O.J. Simpson would have never been made, for more reasons than one.